If you have any questions on whether or not this makeup or this foundation in particular is worth the $55 price tag, hey y'all, my name is Destiny Lashan and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're doing a wear test and a review of this Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. I did do like an everyday makeup routine about 2 weeks ago. It is on my channel, so look in the cards to watch that video. And in that video, I said that I would do a review of the Lancôme foundation. I wanted to answer the questions on if it's oily girl friendly, if it's dry girl friendly, and if it's black girl friendly. So let's get into this review. So of course you want to start off with priming first, and I have to say I'm usually a drugstore makeup type of girl, and this is like the first foundation where like I bought it from Ulta and not Walmart, because I usually like, you know, drugstore foundations. They're more affordable. And this foundation in particular, the Lancôme one, it was $55, and that's probably the most I have ever spent on a freaking foundation. So I was like, this better work. And my sister did go with me to get the foundation from Ulta, and she recommended it because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to get, but she had that one and she was like raving about it. So I was like, okay, we're gonna try Lancôme. Okay, we're gonna see what Lancôme is talking about. And I have been wearing this since June. Right now it's like end of July or maybe mid-July. It's like July 19th, I think. So in middle, whatever. So I've been using it for about a month and I actually like it. I have to be honest, I really like this foundation. And I guess I can go ahead and just start applying it, but I'm gonna be honest, if you are an oily girl, this foundation is not for you. I'm sorry. Do not buy this foundation if you're an oily girl. Now, I don't know if they have a matte version of this foundation, because like I said, this is the Teint Idole Ultra Wear one. So I don't know if they have a matte version, and they don't claim to be, like this one doesn't claim to be hydrating. It doesn't claim to be for dry girls, but it is, okay? This is for the dry girls. It is not for the oily girls, okay? So if you have a question on whether or not it'll, like, you know, make you look matte or do away with all of the oil that you already naturally have if you're an oily girl, I will say do not get this foundation if you're an oily girl. I don't want you to waste your money. It doesn't matter how much you set the foundation, you will not like it, okay? You will not like this foundation if you are an oily girl. So as you can see, it's getting on very smooth. It's like a my skin but better type of foundation, but it kind of gives me like a luxury feel, probably because it's $55 freaking dollars. Like, I have never spent $55 on a foundation before. Like, I am a Maybelline girl. The most I have ever spent on a foundation was like $8. The Maybelline Fit Me, I think, is like $8, maybe like no more than $15, I know for a fact. So if you have any questions on whether or not this makeup or this foundation in particular is worth the $55 price tag, I don't know. I can't definitively say yes, even though I really like it. Look at how it's applying. Like, look at that. I really like how it looks. Even if I don't put on concealer or anything else on my face, I love the way that this foundation applies to my skin. So maybe I'll say it's worth at least $30. It's worth at least $30. And I will say I am a combination girl. I'm not oily or dry, but it still makes me look pretty oily at the end of the day. So I said I'll say if it had a little bit more like control as far as the natural oils that my skin already, you know, produces, if it had just a little bit control, just a little bit more control, I would give it a yeah as far as the price tag. Like I said, I'm combination, so I can do matte or hydrating foundation. And this one, even though it doesn't claim to be hydrating, it is very hydrating. So as you can see, it kind of gives like a my skin but better look. I like it. I like it, y'all. If you were to ask, should you buy it? The question will be yes. Is it for me? Will it be tailored to my skin? I will only say yeah if you have combination, normal, or dry skin. If you have oily skin, I will say absolutely not. Do not spend your hard-earned $55 on this foundation. Even if you set it really nicely, I do not feel like it'll be the foundation for you. And I'm about to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup so that y'all can see the finishing look, and then I'll come right back. All right, y'all, so this is what the look is giving after I set it with my I use this as well as my Fenty what is it, setting powder in the shade Butter. So this is what it's looking like. I have not set my face yet with setting spray. I feel like low-key this makeup, it makes me not want to set my face with the setting spray. That's probably why I keep saying that it's not for the oily girls, because when I set my makeup with this, when I use the foundation, it gives an oily look after like an hour or two. So maybe I will not use this today. I won't use this today and see if it still gives me that oily look. And if it doesn't, I might change my mind and I might, you know, tell y'all oily girls to go get it. But if you use setting spray, don't get it, okay? And this doesn't say that it's hydrating. This is a matte setting spray. So I'm surprised that this matte finishing spray, my bad, it's a finishing spray. I think it's a difference between setting and finishing spray. Even with the matte finishing spray, it feels like super oily after an hour or two. So I'm not gonna use this today. And then I'm gonna come back at the end of the day. Right now it is 2:57 p.m. So I'm about to film a bunch of content, a bunch of TikToks, and then I'll come back at the end of the day when it's time for me to take off all this makeup and show y'all the results, sort of like a wear test. But this is what it's giving. It looks really pretty. So I'm not gonna use this today. If I don't be oily at the end of the night, then it might be for everybody and not just the dry girls or the combination girls. It's gonna be for the oily girls too. All right, y'all, it is 9 o'clock on the dot, and I am here with my final remarks in a wear test on the Lancôme Teint Idole foundation. It's the Ultra Wear foundation, y'all, and I don't look as oily as I usually look. And I know at the beginning of this video I was like, it's not for the oily girls, but this is like a normal amount of oil. So I'm assuming that since I usually use this as a finishing spray, it just doesn't mix well with the Lancôme. So I do use this finishing spray with my other foundations, so I've never had an issue with it making my face looking oily. So I didn't think that this is what the problem was until today, and I see that I look completely different after wearing this foundation for a few hours. Now granted, I still have oil on my face. As you can see, it's not matte, it's not like airbrush, you know, it's a little oil here, a little up in here, but this is a normal amount of oil. So I take back what I said earlier. This can be for the oily girls, but make sure you don't use a finishing spray like this. Just don't use it, because I feel like this is normal. Like, I've had this foundation on since 2 o'clock, and like I said, it's oil. If you can see that, it's oil on me, but it's not like a glazed donut oily, like nasty greasy looking oil. So I like it, y'all. I will give this foundation a 8.9 out of 10. Now, the reason it doesn't get to 10 because of the price. It is like $50 for foundation, and I just got this and I like it so much, and I'm like, dang, like I like it so much, but I don't even want to wear it all the time that I do makeup, because the products, I'm gonna have to go get another bottle. So I need another foundation that is just as good as this one at a lower cost, so that I can use it however many times I want, and I don't have to worry about going to dish out $50+ for a freaking foundation. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the beginning, but I am in a shade 445N if you want to see it. I got it from Ulta. I think you can get it from anywhere, including the Lancôme website, but this is my wear test. Like I said, it gets an 8.9, and if you do have any other foundation review request for me, I would love to go get some more foundation. Not none that's like over $55, okay? I think $55 is the most I'm willing to pay for foundation, but then again, if it is the perfect foundation, I might gotta pay for it. So let me know if there's any other foundations I should try. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It is linked in the box below. And thank you for watching.